My son and his wife emptied my house with a truck, taking every appliance I owned. My life fell apart the moment I saw my son, Michael, get out of that moving truck. His wife, Rebecca, pointed at my house and said, "This is for our new house. You don't need this anymore." They walked into my home and carried out my TV, my refrigerator, my furniture, everything. I'm 73, and I've spent the last 50 years living only for him. When his father died, I was a 23-year-old widow with nothing. I worked my fingers to the bone as a seamstress to give him a future, selling my wedding ring and my grandmother's heirlooms just to pay for his engineering degree. He promised he'd take care of me, but that was before he met Rebecca. The first time he brought her over, she scanned my humble home with pure contempt. She barely touched my hand and then wiped hers with a tissue, as if my poverty was contagious. She started poisoning Michael's mind, calling me a dependent burden who used my past sacrifices as emotional blackmail. Little by little, Michael's visits and calls stopped. One day, Rebecca showed up alone. She told me they were buying a $200,000 house and that I was a financial drain. She looked me dead in the eye and said, "It's time for you to stop being a burden to him. Michael no longer belongs to you. Now he belongs to me." A week later, Michael called. He sounded like a puppet. He asked me for my TV, my refrigerator, and the paintings his late father and I bought on our honeymoon. He said they'd look perfect in their new house. When I hesitated, he snapped, "Mom, don't be selfish. You've already lived your life. Now it's our turn." It was the exact venomous phrase Rebecca had used. I knew I'd lost him, so I just said yes. The day they came was a nightmare. I stood frozen as they stripped my home bare, leaving faded spots on the walls where my memories used to hang. As they loaded the last of my things, Rebecca smirked, "We're finally going to put all this stuff to good use." The months that followed were pure hell. I had no fridge to keep food, no money, and my heart was too broken to even sew properly. Just as I hit rock bottom, a letter arrived. It was from Vincent, my first love from over 50 years ago. He was a wealthy widower who'd been searching for me. He saved me, gave me a new life, and treated me like a queen. Then, Michael called, sobbing. Rebecca had run off with his boss, taking all the money and everything they'd stolen from me. He'd lost his job and begged to come home. I told him I forgave him, but that I could no longer be his safety net. Should I have let my son move in, or was I right to finally choose my own happiness?